Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
We are giving you guys the chance to earn some extra VC with an entire episode dedicated to 2K TV interactive trivia.
When you're on a roll like these guys. Hey.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
And coming up for you shortly, it is...
The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples, and with tip-off coming up.
Well, guys, Chase.
We have a lot of time left. David, thank you so much. Greg, Shea is off to a great start.
For Che, I think it's all about fighting through the rookie wall, maintaining the production through April. If he can do that, he's certainly in the mix.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard, and it's George in at the 1. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Patrick Patterson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Harrell, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. Fantastic backcourt facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. And so I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
And George gets it to go.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, you'll find him.
Now the Clippers with it. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Just 2 to shoot. Howard with the steal. Lets it go with a 3. That's good for George on the assist by LeBron. George has got 5 points so far. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. This one for 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And Davis can't get it to go.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And good that time.
DeRozan attracts so much defensive attention. He's learned to use those opportunities to find teammates.
Here's Green. Paul George making his last shot. The 3 from George. That one misses. Leonard attacking. Can't hit from in close.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Pass to Davis. Over Patterson. And Davis puts it in.
You always will have this fear when defending AD. He can just rise up and knock it down.
Williams for 3. Green with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Howard. James wide open. The second effort, and it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got his second bucket.
Beating everyone to the board, using his length, his skill set, the big fella AD, getting it done.
Knocked loose. The shot's good on the assist by George. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Green comes in for Patrick Patterson. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Howard. JaVale McGee comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Danny Green. Here are the Lakers. They're on an 11-2 run.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Clippers trail by 9. Now here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Here's George.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Throws it up high, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And the Clippers call time here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And now here is our rookie watch. Since the All-Star break, these have been the best three-point shooters of the NBA's freshman crop. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Shamet. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. It's George on the wing, defended by Beverly. Cousins. Great tee that time from Green.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Pass to Shamet. Clippers moving the ball around. And that one drops for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
George, that's a two-pointer. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it... Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain...
Always... Making a change here. Leonard's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Cousins. Murray comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And George is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Taking a look at the Lakers. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Murray. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's George in at the point guard. Shot clock at 6. Zubats against Caldwell Pope. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
McGee, the pass to George. Shoots over Zubats. And again, the Lakers, no good. And there's the pass to Shamet. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Wide open look. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by George.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Poke loose. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
You get this a lot from AD. Attack, attack, and he's scoring in bunches.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Lakers ahead.
Kevin, thanks. Well, Shea, your name is right in the middle of all this Rookie of the Year talk. So does that get you going in any way?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
The engine that makes them run. He's been able to push the action, and he's making great decisions.
We've got Williams. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Smitty, certain guys, due to their size or just playing style, are harder to officiate than others. I've always believed that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, back in my day, it was Shaq. How do you officiate him? Is he creating contact or he is absorbing contact? James Harden at a guard spot is one of those guys. Giannis, I also think, is one of those guys. And Russell Westbrook. Those are my guys I think that are playing right now.
They're just such different players, aren't they? I mean, they're just very difficult to officiate.
And they play through contact well.
Yes, good point. George against Williams. Nice form on the 20-footer. Williams has got 6. Lakers leading by 17. George passes to James. Back to George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate. And despite a fair amount of turnover, the Clippers have made the playoffs 7 out of the last 8 years.
I am so surprised. When you lose Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, you expect a complete rebuild. But the team stayed competitive throughout. And now they're well positioned into the future.
And the Clippers call time here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time 6th man of the year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Here's Williams. Tries again, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. 2nd-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Kawhi Leonard. George looking over the floor. LeBron outside. Back to George for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Here's George. Nice D from Cousins.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverley. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Smitty, with Beverley and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now, and it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Williams. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And George drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Floats it up for Cousins.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
1:39 left in the third. The Clippers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. George finds Beverley. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George against Kuzma. 5 to shoot. The shot is good off the backboard.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Lakers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. That free throw good from George. And the Lakers with some changes. Murray's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Alex Caruso.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Caldwell Pope passes to George. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. The Lakers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That's good from George. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also making some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Murray. And it's Green in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Beverley. He kicks it to George. Bucket is good.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And the free throw, no good. Basket counts. Zubac has got 8.
And letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Outside, George, Green, and Green slams it in.
You see the strength, the explosiveness of Danny Green. He's not just an outside shooter, folks.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Green. And it's George in at the point.
And don't kid yourself about Cousins. He has the ability to see the whole floor, and he's willing to share the wealth.
Williams passes to Zubac. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
That's good from George.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
And the Lakers with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cousins. Dudley comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Avery Bradley in for James. Williams scanning the floor. Banked in off the glass.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
On the wing, Green. Howard, the pass to George. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 32 points for George.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
From 11 feet away, again the Clippers.
Well, he can hit the three, he can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
Outside, Green. Back to George. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Williams against George. Over George. Williams can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
That's good from Howard on the assist by George. George has got his 8th assist in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Nobody near Williams. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Outside, Green. Back to George. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Magruder kicks to Patterson. Dishes to Williams. Back to Patterson. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You have to like the way Patterson can...
52 seconds left in the 4th. The shot's good. George has got 38 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
No good on that one. Great D that time from Green. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business. One was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, congratulations on another victory tonight. How is this team using games like this to prepare for the playoffs?
We're just trying to stack up the W's and finish with the best record that we can do, man. If we can make that a habit out of winning and keep up our momentum in the postseason, you know, we feel like we're the favorite.
Well, you guys, sir, are keeping things rolling with this win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
Championship or bust, okay?